Live blog, Indiana faces Notre Dame in college football playoff action, updates, scores, and highlights. South Bend, IND. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium for the live blog of the first college football playoff game of the 12-team era, as number 7 seeded Notre Dame faces number 10 seeded Indiana. Both teams are ready for a historic clash in South Bend, Indiana. Starters: Offense QB Curtis Rourke, RB Justice Ellison, WR Elijah Sarrett, WR Omar Cooper Jr., WR Miles Price, T Ethan Horton, T Carter Smith, G Bray Lynch, G Tyler Stevens, T Trey Weddick, C Mike Caddick. Defense: D Mikhail Kamara, D Linnell Carr Jr., DT James Carpenter, DT CJ West, LB Aiden Fisher, LB Jylan Walker, LB Ralaja Hardy, CB Jamari Sharp, CB D'Angelo Pons, S Sean Esberry II, S Amare Farrell. Not a good start for Indiana's offense. Justice Ellison is dropped for a 3-yard loss, followed by 2 incomplete passes from Curtis Rourke. Notre Dame begins its first series at its own 41. Indiana catches a break. Riley Leonard's pass on Notre Dame's second play is tipped by James Carpenter, and D'Angelo Pons intercepts, setting Indiana up at the Notre Dame 41-yard line. Turnover battle is even. Curtis Rourke's pass is intercepted by Notre Dame's Xavier Watts after a great 28-yard catch by Elijah Sarrett. The Fighting Irish take over at the Indiana 2-yard line. Touchdown: Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love takes off for 98 yards on the first play after the interception. Notre Dame leads. Notre Dame. Curtis Rourke struggles early, going 1 of 6 for 28 yards and an interception. Despite a strong 41-yard run by Indiana, the Hoosiers punter James Evans shanks the ball for only 20 yards, allowing Notre Dame to take over at its own 17. Notre Dame Fighting Irish move the ball downfield. Mitchell Evans fumbles after a short catch, but Indiana fails to recover, and Notre Dame retains possession. End first quarter: Notre Dame 7, Indiana 0. The Fighting Irish are threatening to score at the Indiana 14-yard line. Touchdown: Notre Dame. Jaden Thomas catches a 5-yard touchdown pass from Riley Leonard after a well-executed play action. Notre Dame leads. Notre Dame. Indiana moves to midfield, but a failed 3-yard and 10 run and a shanked punt give Notre Dame another opportunity at its own 22-yard line. Notre Dame. Indiana's defense steps up with back-to-back stops on Jeremiah Love. Linnell Carr Jr. tips a pass on third down, forcing a punt. Notre Dame. Indiana moves to the Notre Dame 16 but faces a 4th-and-4. Nicholas Radisic boots a 34-yard field goal to get the Hoosiers on the board. Notre Dame has a 194-132-yard advantage, but the 98-yard touchdown run by Love skews the numbers. Notre Dame. Mitch Jeter hits a 49-yard field goal after Notre Dame converts 2 critical third downs. The Fighting Irish lead by 14 points at halftime. Notre Dame 17, Indiana 3. The Hoosiers will need to improve defensively and be more opportunistic offensively to stay in the game. Notre Dame. Indiana needs to make a stop, and it does, holding Notre Dame at midfield. The Hoosiers begin their second-half series at their own 12. Curtis Rourke is sacked by Riley Mills, pushing Indiana back to its 4-yard line. Mills was injured on the play. The Indiana offense is struggling. Notre Dame's loud fans and aggressive defense are taking their toll, forcing Indiana into another 3-and-out. Extends its lead after a penalty on Indiana's defense keeps the Irish's drive alive, moving to the red zone. After forcing Notre Dame into a field goal attempt, Indiana's defense gets a second chance after a controversial timeout call. Mitch Jeter hits a 33-yard field goal for a 20-3 lead. Indiana goes 3-and-out, and Notre Dame takes over at its own 31-yard line, continuing to dominate defensively. Indiana fans are noticeably in the house, despite Notre Dame's majority fan base. The temperature is 28 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Flurries are possible, but skies are expected to clear. Stay tuned for live updates and more action as the game progresses.